Anyways, all right, we are finally back with some Persona 5, and hopefully we can get far enough without OBS shitting the bed. Clearly, I haven't been getting any much luck with that, but we finished Kamoshida. It took a little longer than I would have liked because I was a little bit under leveled, but Bicorn with Tarunda came through and saved the fight. So at least we get to enjoy it.
Hey.
It's time to clean up.
Well,
Yeah, I need some kindness.
Oh.
that should do it for now. Hey.
So I need to properly plan how I'm gonna do the social stats. And I think what's so funny about what happened with me is that we know that the game's gonna get easier eventually. But that one was like, I made that kind of a little bit difficult on myself.
Have you seen Kamoshida? You really think he changed?
Hope so.
Well, yeah.
Oh, perfect timing. Study hall will be held instead of PE today. I'm letting you know just in case you haven't heard. Mr. Kamoshida has taken the day off.
He ain't here?
Don't tell anyone that you heard this from me. But we received word that Mr. Kamoshida is placing himself under suspension. It's such an important time before the tournament, too. Principal Kobayakawa went to talk to him about it, but he supposedly wasn't making any sense.
Wait, a suspension?
Not so loud! The talks about your expulsions may be put on hold, too. I don't know too much about it, though. Anyway, I've relayed what's going on to you.
Looks like something happened. At least it sounds different from a mental shutdown. I guess all we can do is wait.
Yeah, so if you decide to clear way earlier than the expiration date, the target, they essentially go into a sort of weird coma-ish state. It's kind of weird.
Hey.
So I mean, we got some. So now we got some time to ourselves, and now we could actually work towards some confidants.
There he is.
What's up with the Phantom Thieves? Wouldn't it be amazing if they were real? As a member of the newspaper club, I'm going to see what I could do up on them. Yeah, good luck with that. Oh my gosh, wait, okay. This is one of my favorite side stories in the game. Lately, I get this weird feeling like someone's staring at me. Man, I hope it's not a ghost. Maybe you're just really tired. Don't go fainting on me all of a sudden, alright? Oh, are you talking about those psychotic breakdowns? It's nothing crazy, that crazy. Maybe I'm just tired. Hey, you might feel better if you eat something. Let's stop by Big Bang Burger on Central Street. Whoa, Ikatsuki's-kun, you must be so tired. Don't worry, I'll be watching over you. I'll post online and everyone will know what me and Ikasugi-kun share. I'll tell them he seemed a bit tired, so I massaged his soldiers for him. So this crazy lady over here, I don't know which one of them is the guy she likes, but like she's gonna spend like the majority of the game stalking bro over there. And then eventually we're gonna solve this problem, but she's crazy. Also, just look at her face. And I keep going back to this when I compare like how P3 Reload and this game does like their character model stuff. Like you don't see like too many expressions like this in Reload. So it just makes P5 feel a lot more dynamic, like having stuff like that, and I think it's really cool. What's she typing about? I think she's supposed to be typing about her giving him a massage. At least that's the implication she gave. So I don't have a lot of. The only plans I got is going to the clinic. So I'm gonna actually start Takemi's social link. Or confidant, whatever works. I should ask her about the enhancing drug I heard her mention the other day.
Well,
You got any special medicine?
huh?
Now I remember. You're the kid who was at LeBlanc. Regular medicine won't do the trick. Please, I beg you. Very well. Just head to the examination room for now. That medicine, huh? So, which conversation of mine did you eavesdrop on to hear that? It was obvious, actually. You call that hiding? Not that I care, of course. I was going to dispose of that medicine anyway. I got a little too carried away with it. But tell me, why would a high schooler like yourself be so interested in that medicine? It's very strange indeed. You don't seem to be very athletic, so what exactly are you up to? It's for my exams. Exams?
Huh?
Oh, your entrance exams for college? So you're looking to improve your concentration and reduce fatigue? That's not a bad idea. But if that's what you want to do, then good luck with that.
Take care.
I have no obligation to help you with that. Why don't you have an energy drink or something? I need that medicine, please. I beg. You're really annoying, you know that? The medicine is really expensive, and it's not something a high schooler can get his hands on. This costs almost as much as a car. Got it? So how about you just go home? Can I work for it? What, like part-time help? Do you consider yourself someone with a good amount of stamina? I admit I've been looking for a young person around your age to help me out, but I haven't been able to find one, even after putting an ad in the paper. Are you up for it? Yeah, but what would I be doing? You want to do it or not? Okay then, you'll be participating in clinical trials for my medicine. Hang on, I'll be right back. Here you go. Worried about the side effects, huh? Well, you can relax. Rest assured, my autopsy is guaranteed to find out exactly what part of it killed you. Wow, it's very kind of you. What?
Did you change
Aren't
your
you going
mind?
to take it? Yes, it's right there if you want to leave. So, if I was given just any random drink like this, if you were to ask me if I were to drink it, I mean, from the size of it, it's like the size of a shot glass, but like obviously I don't know what the fuck that concoction is, so me drinking it is more likely to probably kill me. And also, man, I'm really missing Reload fully voicing everything. you know? And it definitely now feels even weirder that, you know, this game doesn't have like full voice acting. And it's gonna feel more weird later on where there are some sections in this game where they were fully voice acting, but that got cut for some reason.
What?
I can't believe you actually drank it. It's bitter, it's sour, it's beyond description. However, it's nothing I can't handle. Oh, it's still doing okay, huh? Not bad for a high schooler. Oh. Game over, I guess. It'd be crazy if I actually died there. That'd be hilarious.
Good evening. Do you remember anything from the moment you took the medicine until now? By the look in your eyes, I'd say you don't. You briefly woke from your coma, but you were completely dazed during the entire examination. You eventually lost consciousness and fell back asleep. Are you out of your mind? Only an idiot would have drank that. Fine. By the way, the reason you lost consciousness was because of the taste. It produces a foul smell when it mixes with gastric juices, similar to surströmming. Oh well. All that matters is that thanks to you, I was able to get some good data. Okay, it's my turn to make good on my part of the deal. That's why I waited until you woke up. I don't want the general public to know about my original medicines. So, you're strictly prohibited from disclosing what happens here to anyone. Understood?
Same goes for you.
Then it's a deal. As long as you come here for it, I'll give you the medicine at a good price whenever you want. I may even add additional selections in time. I look forward to your continued patronage.
No, this doesn't give me courage, unfortunately. Unless I've
Considering all the
forgotten.
actions
I
you've
know
taken,
it
you
probably
must have
will
had
later,
someone
but I
with
definitely have
medical
forgotten.
expertise.
Who? And how did you treat your wounds? It'll be easy to find out who if we look into this, you know.
Alright, now we got the Death Arcana open.
Alright.
So, when can you come back for the next clinical trial? Oh, you don't remember that part either? Well, I was saying that teenage test subjects are quite valuable in the medical research industry. So I'll provide you the medicine for your entrance exams, and in exchange, you'll be my guinea pig. I have to perfect this medicine. If you're able to move now, you can go home. All right.
Oh, I
Take
not
care.
gonna lie, I think it gives okay, there we go. It gives me guts. There we go. I knew I wasn't like too crazy. Okay, it does give me guts.
Hey.
So many pretty lights.
All right. Take care.
Okay, I was okay. Back to what I was gonna say. Takemi low-key part of the reason why I like being called some pet names.
You're back.
See, okay, this was what I was talking about. There's actually like a cut scene for this where An actually did go to the hospital, went to see Shiho and such, and she told Shiho what's been happening. Not exactly what's been happening, but what's going on and what they're doing concerning Kamoshida. But you know, that never made it into the game, which is so weird. I feel like there's so many things like that like got cut, which I would have loved it if they just stayed.
Yo,
Oh sure, let's. Well, of course, Soju.
yo. Hey, how's school? You're not causing any trouble, are you?
I'm not.
Good. I've got to report to your probation officer twice a month. It's already a pain in the ass as is, so please don't make me have to write even more crap. Got that? This society is kept in check by laws and authority figures. You can go and get yourself killed if you want, but don't go dragging other people into your mess. The last thing we need is more idiots like you roaming around. Hmm? What's wrong? Yeah, I'm heading out now. Sorry about that. I know. The usual, right? Okay. I'll see you later. As you can see, I'm pretty damn busy both at work and in my private life. If you could lend a hand, it'd really be a great help.
I'll be glad to help.
Now we're talking. Either way, I won't ask you to work for free. If you agree to help me, then I'll teach you how to make the perfect cup of coffee. Not a bad trade, eh?
Sounds interesting. I kind of need that coffee
Alright.
because those
Looks
are my
like we got
SP
ourselves a
items.
deal.
You may call yourself a phantom thief, but you're still a minor. Someone had to support you. Furthermore, they did so knowing you were a part of that group. Isn't the owner of that cafe an accomplice of yours?
Right now we got the Hierophant. And Sojiro, honest to God, one of my favorite side characters
counting on
in
your help.
the entirety of Modern Persona.
I owe you one. Oh,
Got 3 points off that, amazing. Opposite in the sense that you mean like how in P4 like Dojima
back then.
treated Narukami, you know, as his family member, you know, and being there to help and support him and such. And then here we kind of have me and Sojiro right now have a very cold relationship with each other due to me and the criminal record thing, right? His care, but also his mess, right? Because Dojima is obviously a police officer, so he doesn't have time for Nanako. And when Nanako actually wants to try and spend time with her, he wants to, but he's also afraid. He's also afraid of handling his situation with Nanako because he feels like a failure
Wow.
because he couldn't find obviously his wife's, her mother's killer, you know. Dojima, as we'll see later, he's handling both what he's doing and
really?
also managing Futaba at the same time. And he's keeping that private and trying to balance it. But he's doing it much more like quietly. Yeah, Sojiro. I'm sorry. He's trying to, yeah, me and Sojiro. He's doing that more quietly and to himself.
Oh, hey.
Alright. This ain't got Ryuji.
Wanna get going?
And this place brings back memories. This is my secret training spot. Or it was. Back when I was on the track team. Actually, I've been thinking about trying to run again.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, hold on. Fighting in the other world was a total shock. I couldn't move like I used to. It just felt lame. So I started thinking maybe I need to build up my muscles again. Anything's gotta be better than this flimsy body, right? Plus, maybe then I'll be able to help out a little more. You seem pretty excited. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Anyways, you act like it's only me who's going to be doing this. You're getting into it too. Oh, don't look so surprised. How'd you think that had you go and change into that? Be pointless if I was the only one getting super fast, right? Alright, I'm gonna do some knee lift sprints. You're stuck with the normal ones. Ugh. Damn, my legs are all tight. Before Kamoshida came along, the track team was the biggest thing this school had going for it. But it all changed after he got our coach fired and took over as the sub. That bastard, right from the start, right from the very start, he was trying to get rid of us. He'd give us crazy workouts, then when we couldn't do them, he'd add even more on top of that. Day after day was nothing but that bullshit. He was going after me especially. He knew I was the kind of guy who'd fight back. If my time dropped even a little, he cussed me out. Then on top of that, he brought up my parents. And then you punched them? Truth is, my mom's the only one I got. All my dad did when he was still around was drink. Sometimes he even beat me or my mom. I don't know how that bastard Kamoshida found out, but he told the whole goddamn team. And as you can guess, I lost it and I hit him. It was like he wanted me to do it though. He called it an act of violence and shut the team down. Thanks to that, the other guys on the team treat me like some kind of traitor. And they ain't wrong, because of me, they all lost their shot at the championship. Yeah, a little bit of yes, a little bit of no. Come on, don't ask me tough questions like that. I'm not very smart, you know. Anyways, doesn't matter now. That's all in the past. I'm only thinking about the future now. That's what we're gonna do. Build the future. You gotta think positive thoughts, brother. Man, isn't it kind of interesting that, like, when you look at both Junpei and Ryuji, they're like the two other best friend characters who, like, has super abusive fathers, but then when you look at Yosuke, he actually has a decent relationship with his father. I mean, he's working under his father's store, so you know, you could imagine the relationship between them is at least okay, you know. But it just kind of sucks. It just seems like, you know, the kindest people, even if they're not the brightest, you know, they're stuck in a situation where
You're back.
they just have like shitty fathers.
You got that?
I can see it.
Yeah, they actually don't mention Yosuke. They actually don't mention Yosuke's mother. Yeah, they don't.
Hey.
So we don't know about his mom, but we at least know, like, with Ryuji at least, he wants to do his best to help his mom with her issues. And as for Junpei, not that he's like explicitly stated himself, but it doesn't sound like he has like a really like terrible relationship with his mom.
Hey, hey! Oh! And
Thank you.
finished. Let's head back.
I forgot this would take us up time, but you know it's okay. Alright. I just want to quickly see the characters I have right now and when they're available.
Morning!
Good, dude.
Yep.
Ahem.
Aye, it's time for you to ask me school questions that I definitely do not know and I'm gonna cheat on. All of them.
This is it.
At least knowledge is going to be like the easiest one to handle.
Well then.
I wonder if they tell me like when I have food. I don't think so, at least, yeah. Man, I love the UI. I just love the UI in this game so much. It's so damn cool. But yeah, I really like how Reload did this, like how they had Makoto in the back just flipping through all the cars and look. Man, that's so fucking cool, man. Cool ass man. What a cool ass UI those two games have. It's really great. Takemi is available. Actually, let me actually go to Shibuya. I mean, I doubt I can get it. I doubt I can like get it. Yeah, okay, there we go. I gotta open that up. That's going to be important.
Wait.
Hey, inmate! I was waiting.
Ouch. How rude. I appreciate that for the shortcut. What personas do I have? I do need Chariot. I don't really need Magician because Morgana is story based. I don't need Moon right now. And I don't need Hermit right now. Yo, what's up?
Justine,
Yeah, let me
registration. Are you
register
sure?
that, please.
These are the paths you have walked.
Let's see. What early ones do I have? At least right now that I can do. Lovers for sure. Okay.
Is this a
The fact that I
physical
look at
fire?
this
This is
flower
your
and this
power.
the Death Arcana is pretty funny, but that's gonna help. I can't get a.
This persona is
Okay,
unknown.
I can actually use a Hierophant now. Actually,
Time for some. Let's X now. Choose. What path do
Yeah,
you want?
there we go. I gotta actually use a Hierophant like right now.
You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Rebellion, sure.
Will it gain new power? My.
Oh, you're watching JJK? That's cool. Alright, so all I really need right now is Chariot, Hierophant, and Death. That's really all I need right now.
Not terrible.
Oh,
Not
Mitama.
impressive. You okay with this?
Let me get that. Let me get that back.
You change your mind. Justine, you handled it. Read here.
It's much easier to just go by level.
You lack patience.
And let me just get my coin.
A fee is required. This is your power. Are you finished?
It's just a normal run
Time, inmate.
of P5R. It's been a while since I played the game fresh. So I'm starting from a fresh file again. We have Big Bang Burger here. We're gonna need that for later. We're gonna need to open up just a few places. I'm not gonna go in yet. I'm just here to open up a few places because we're gonna need them for later, especially when we start doing stuff for the twins.
Take your time. What do you want to do? Are you for real?
Ramol. Alright, go to get the accessories. Was it here? Yeah, there we go. We could actually, you know, with the money we have, we could actually get blue skills pretty early. I'm gonna actually just get one for On, so she can do damage. Ryuji, he doesn't really need a luck boost quite yet, so I'm gonna just get one for On. Inspire boost is gonna help early on.
Oh!
Yeah, okay, this is where we can get the part-time jobs. I forgot if this took a day or not. I'll save that for later. For now, we're gonna do Takemi today. Yeah, I just beat Kamoshida last night, so he's done. Ah, now they're asking me for guts. All right. Shit.
Take care.
All right, yeah. Well, look at that. I'm already on a roadblock. Amazing. Oh shit! I guess now I could just take up. You know what? I guess now I could just take up a part-time job. I'm already hit with a barrier super early on.
What are your thoughts?
Gain charm, learn to care for people, develop proficiency. I do need charm, especially when I get Makoto for later, so let me get that. Yeah, doesn't take up my time. What can I do today? Good question. What can I do today? I could get a book. So I could probably get a book.
Excuse me?
You can borrow books from the library. Furthermore, so that's available. You can use to read and study. Yep, that's me.
Man.
Check out that study corner. Looks like you can raise your knowledge and guts there. Sweet. Oh, wait. Hey, hey. Speaking of Makoto.
At a time like this?
Mr. Kamoshida locked himself away after that prank with those phantom thieves. And on top of that, we have midterms coming up after the break. I wonder how the next semester is going to go. She must be really focused. She didn't notice me at all. It's funny catching these characters early on.
Hey.
Alright, I guess I shall study here. But first I want to get a book.
Yeah.
If I am able to get a book.
What would you like?
Alright, what could I get? I can't get speed reader yet. How amazing. Knowledge, guts, be kind. Well, let's build up guts.
Here.
Since we need that for 2 characters anyways.
Hey. Hey.
Whoa, don't stare at him. If your eyes meet, that guy's gonna kill you.
Now then.
People are so mean to me.
Whoa. Man. Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
You heard anything about stuff happening in Kamoshida? What's wrong? I guess I probably should have just asked you about this at school. Do you need something? I don't know, I'm just feeling kind of anxious. I keep thinking about how even with all you did, we might still end up getting expelled. My mom's totally gonna suffer if that happens. Plus, if we couldn't even help Anna and Suzui, you have to believe. Sorry, I guess now's not the time to getting all down in the dumps. Anyways, I'm feeling a little bit better now that I talked to you about this. Thanks, man. Oh, and don't tell Anna was doubting us, okay? She won't have anyone to rely on if we're getting all worried about this shit. We'll see. Man! Ryuji, such a... Love this character, man. Alright. We can do Sojiro tonight.
Well,
Now then, since you're gonna be working in my store, I'll need to hammer home the basics. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, making coffee. Yep. I'm glad to see you understand at least understand that much. And I'll kick you out. No questions asked if you serve a bad cup. You got that? Let me tell you, Sochan definitely does things right with his coffee. It goes well with his special curry. I can't help but order the set meal every time. What can I say? Each of my regulars get an experience personally tailored to them. Can you tell me the key to that wonderful flavor, Sochan? I'd love to make it at home sometime. Sorry, that's a trade secret. You're free to try, I guess based on the taste though. Cheapskate, keeping secrets from me even though you know your food's already stolen my heart. How about a nice dessert then? It's only 300 yen. Look at that guy, smooth talker. When you run a shop, you'll get all sorts of customers. Knowing their personalities is absolutely vital. And that's what being in a food service is all about. What? You.
Whoa.
Hello there, it's been a while, Sakura-san. I heard you opened up a shop, so here I am. I wouldn't have heard to mention it to me, though. Huh. You got a real nice location here, right by the station and everything. Your order? No small talk? That's cold. But the smell sure brings back memories. You're still making that curry, huh? I guess you haven't gotten over her yet. Your order, sir. Haha, so pushy. I just stopped in to say hi today, but I'll be back again soon. Bye. Ah, we already know about him over there. I don't know where he caught wind of this place. That guy seems suspicious. I mean, I know who he is, but we don't know yet, story-wise. So I guess we have an eye for some things after all. Anyways, if you had time for questions, you had time to be learning about bean types. You're not gonna be any use to me if you can't pick up on the ABCs sometime soon. Besides, ladies love a guy who knows his coffee. This isn't such a bad deal for you. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never served a girl a coffee. I want the ladies to love me. If only you were disobedient all the time. Either way, I'm gonna teach you right. That way I'll be able to sit back and relax while you work. Please, Sojiro, teach me the way to rizz up girls.
Alright.
Alright, now I can make some coffee. Oh, is the time already? Let's start closing up, and no slacking off. You got it. Alright, got some kindness up after that. At least doing a lot of these social links in this game actually helps with your social stats. Considering there's five of them, I guess they needed to do it this way. Ah, I didn't get a rank up for that. That's okay. So I'm mostly just gonna be spending most of this time getting my stats up. Another a great thing about someone like Ryuji is that he doesn't require any like social stats, so I can finish him very quickly.
Oh.
Caffeine patch.
Hey!
Let me get that. Let me get that set, please. Thank you.
Well then.
Hey,
Yeah, I can't really do Takemi until I start getting my guts up, so we gotta work towards that. Let's see what we can do. Oh, they charm too.
Hey! What do
Yes,
you wanna do?
I shall go to work.
Are you?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Wow.
We have a campaign where we give extra points on any day on the month with a 7.
Nice to meet you.
Yep, I got an idea. This game's funny. So once you
So-
start picking up a part-time job, you can just completely ignore it.
Good work today. Hey!
Hey guys, there's a cat outside. Maybe we should kick it out.
Wanna head
It's
back?
disturbing me working. Imagine getting paid for doing nothing. Well, I imagine that's a lot of office jobs, you know. You kind of pretend to go to work. You do some actual work, and then later on you kind of pretend to work.
Ah, you're back.
What do I feel like doing? Knowledge or proficiency? Keep hitting the phone on accident. I'll do 1 game of baseball.
What's the meaning of this?
Then... I see.
I need proficiency
Wanna give it a
for Yusuke. I remember.
try? Good luck.
Now we're just playing some baseball. I'm very bad at baseball.
Nice. Hey, hey.
Funnily enough, I actually used to play baseball and when I was a kid, and then eventually I kind of got sick of it because I realized, damn, I'm so ass at baseball, and then I never wanted to do it again.
Oh! Yes! Oh!
This just makes me realize that Yakuza is adult persona at times.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really funny. Or you can say, well, wait,
Okay.
did Yakuza come first before Persona 3? I think so. When did Yakuza 1 came out? Like, the original
Okay.
Yakuza 1. Did it come out before Persona 3? I want to at least get 1 home run.
Okay. Nice. Yes.
I don't know the tech to actually, like, get consistent home runs if there is one.
Yes. Nice. Okay.
Ah, okay, so Yakuza 1 was a year before Persona 3. That's interesting to know. They were relatively close to each other.
Nice.
But they do kind of go hand in
Okay.
hand with each other. Especially now.
Oh.
And then eventually, Persona joined the Sega family.
Nice. Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
I should get back to Yakuza 0 at some point. I'm too lazy. I should definitely continue playing Yakuza 0 because I was enjoying it last time I played it. Like I just finished the first main Majima stuff the last time I was playing. I shall stop for today.
Wanna give it a
That's
try?
enough for now.
Nice going.
Is JP release date? Oh, okay.
Wanna head back? Hey!
Finally, I have a book to read.
Hmm?
I'm not gonna like spend the time actually like reading what's going on. There's Kawakami running late.
Oh!
Watching movies. What kind of movies I like? I mostly like me personally as a person. I kind of like comedy movies. But in general, for me, honestly, I'm not like a super movie person.
Jeez. Answer this question.
Oh boy, you're forcing on to answer the question. You're unquestionably supporting it. You have a duty to correct it.
This is it.
I got a point up with on, and I also get, was it kindness? Was it?
Well then.
Can I actually do on? I don't think so yet. Usually she's by the mall, but I don't think I can do her just yet. So I'm kind of just left. I am just a little bit stuck. Just doing a lot of school activities. And I could just finish the book now. Yeah, I would imagine so. Maybe that's why I was always so bad. You know what? I remember vaguely when I played baseball. I've only hit in one ball out of the 100 times I had been pitched at. Like when I say I'm really bad at sports, I mean I am exponentially bad at sports. And, you know, my dad will probably just chalk it up now to like, you know, kids these days don't want to like go outside and, you know, do things, which I mean, I would say is wrong because at least kids, like little kids, at least still like going outside and such to play, you know. But like, I guess as we grow up, we kind of just like
you're back.
lose interest just a little bit. But me personally, I just stopped wanting to do sport related things because I just sucked at it. And it fucks with my self-esteem. So I'd rather just not bother with it, honestly.
Wow. What do you want to do?
I hope you do get one eventually, because I know it's shitty trying to find a job right now.
Oh.
Hey, I got some charm up. Nice.
All right.
Speaking of job, I've been getting some like openings to be a para in some schools, but it's like my problem is
Morning!
uh
Crowded as ever today, huh? How do you like being packed in like sardines, city style? I bet you've had enough. I don't mean to joke around. I just don't know what to do. I get anxious unless I'm doing something, yet here I am suddenly with nothing to do.
I feel
it's
that.
so awful just waiting for the results, isn't it? It's so worrying.
Sure things are gonna be okay.
You're right. All we can do is believe and wait. Thanks. I feel better after talking. It's not good to be a downer in the morning. Well, let's have a great day today.
Yeah, it's like at least with like it's weird with me, and the reason I've been a little hesitant trying to take something is because a lot of the schools like that are offering like a position or like a job right now for me to take for the summer are like high school, and like I am not. I don't think I'd be great with high school kids, especially me. Because I'm gonna be because I feel this way because I feel this way because like I still look like a middle schooler, so like no high schooler is going to take me seriously at all, and that's kind of like where my issue is. And that's been like the big worry for me, because I don't really think I can do this, and that's as someone with like high anxiety and such, like I feel like that would actually be like way too much for me, and I don't feel like I don't think I'd be able to like properly stand my ground as like a teacher figure, I suppose. You know what I mean? That's just been like my worry for now. And that's why I've just been so scared. I can admit it. I'm scared. I am. I'm genuinely like fearful of like my ability to like do something. So I can either focus on studying, or I could probably get a rank up with Sojiro if I just talk to him. Hopefully.
All right then.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got one up with him. That's good. So now I can actually do him again the next time he's available.
I got a chance to talk to this girl the other day. We had an amazing conversation after I brought up some of the stuff I read about. We're gonna go out somewhere together soon.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself because it happened to go well. Look, knowledge isn't enough. You need proficiency to adapt on the fly. You also need kindness to be accepted, and guts to be honest and direct. Plus charm to draw people to you.
Clearly that
Quality of your
wasn't
character
used
says a lot
for
about
tutorial
you.
purposes.
So it's important to better yourself every day.
Really? But it takes so much work. But I'll do it if it means I'll get a girlfriend. I guess I'll start by showering every day. I hear girls prefer a dude who's hygienic.
You mean you wasn't showering every day before? Were you just not showering every day beforehand? Like, what's going on? Do we just like not? I find it so weird that people just like don't shower every day. Like that's. All right, all right, man. Whatever you say.
Hey, this applies to you too.
Don't worry, Morgana. I shower every day.
You get it. That's a good attitude to have.
Morning!
I shower every day. The only social stat I can say that I confidently have is kindness. My knowledge is my knowledge level is like at a 2. My charm is at a 1. My guts is at a 1, and my proficiency is kind of at a 3. And that's like the best I can work with.
This is it.
Everywhere else, I'm not too great at. Alright, I can hang out with Ryuji today. Ryuji is essentially important because, you know, he has insta kill locked behind him, so I want to get as much done with him as possible. Damn it, I just want to move better. I can't. I was training for nationals back in the day, but now I totally suck balls. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Whoa!
Nakaoka. Takeshi. Running, huh? I saw you from the window. What, you're gonna try and come crawling back to the track team? Huh? Hell no. Speaking of which, this was your secret training spot, wasn't it? Well, it's our spot now. You know us, the former track team. We don't even have a locker room anymore, thanks to someone I know. Alright, let's not fight. We ain't fighting. Yeah, this isn't anything like a fight. Not even close. Hold on, aren't you the transfer student? You're really gonna hang out with this loser? You better watch out. He'll hit you the second he gets pissed off. I heard his dad was the same way. Like, father, like, alright. Alright, okay, alright. See, we didn't have to do this. That comment was just straight up unnecessary. That's just straight up unnecessary. That don't got anything to do with this. Calm down, Ryuji. Right. Look, back then, I don't need to hear your excuses. Everyone was going through the same bullshit with Kamoshida. The beatings, the impossible exercises, but we put up with it all for the track team. But no, you have to go and fuck all of that up. Man, I was stupid for ever thinking you were my teammate. That's all I have to say to you. I'm out of here. Man, I nearly smacked him when he was talking about my dad. I haven't changed at all. But you know, you actually helped me calm down a little. I'm glad you were here with me. Thanks, man. You know, if you really think about it, like, Ryuji is, hey, Nakaoka, why didn't you kick his ass? What the hell is your problem? Now they're just arguing with each other. I should stay out of it. Does this guy get his ass kicked at the end? No, no, no. Actually, it's the other way around, and Ryuji get his ass kicked. Yo, it's me. You good to talk? I wanted to thank you for today. I really owe you one, man. I get so pissed off so damn easily. I really gotta work on that. Can't exactly blame you. That comment about your dad was super fucked up, so, you know, it's all good. So, I was gonna say, like, if you really think about it, Ryuji is like if Kanji was like your best friend character. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny thinking about it, how both Ryuji and Kanji are like my favorite Persona characters in general.
Yo.
Oh, he wants me to make coffee first. I could do that.
Wow.
Sure. Yeah, like Ryuji and Kanji are like my favorite Persona characters, and it's for like the exact same reason. They share like the same trait of being like the kind of hard-boiled character. but like deep down being like super kind, even though they're not like the brightest people. They have a strong sense of justice and heart. That's what I really like about them, and they just have compelling stories behind them. It makes me, I feel more connected. I feel more connected with those guys compared to like other characters in Persona, so that's why like they hold like a special place for me. Also, I also find it nice that we always get some coffee trivia, and I know Massa, you're the coffee guy, so I'm sure this is like nice for you too, just to get some consistent coffee trivia in Persona 5.
Nice. Well then.
Oh yeah, you do like to drink coffee. That's what I meant. Oh hey, look, there's Kasumi.
Whoa.
We can actually get through Ryuji pretty quickly. I'll get an F if it comes to that info. Shit. I get an F too, to be honest. I probably can do on like after this arc is done.
Oh, hey.
I can't deepen my bond with him yet, but should I might get some more points with him. If I do it.
Come on.
Let me see.
I'll just
You know what? Oh my gosh! You know what I'm really gonna miss from Reload? The rewind system. I think that was actually one of the best additions they've added in Reload.
Wanna get going?
It helped save so much time, and you could fix the mistakes so quickly. I think it helped a lot. All right, now I can grow my bond with Ryuji.
See ya.
That was a great feature in Reload, and I'm definitely going to miss it because it saves so much time. Because now, every time I do something here, I just gotta. It's not gonna take long to just load back up the save file, but you know, just the rewind system helped. I liked it.
Yeah. All right then.
All right, that's it for tomorrow's curry. Hey, how's it going? You getting any better remembering how to handle different type of beans, different bean types? Now then, there are 3 factors that determine the flavor for a cup of coffee: grind, heat, and time. First up is the grind. For the siphons we have here, we are aiming for medium fine. Are you listening to me? What grind are you supposed to use? Medium fine. Oh, I'm gonna take a peep at that after this. It doesn't net much profit given the effort it takes, but hey, money is money. I'm not gonna forgive you if you serve our customers crap coffee though. Just remember that. Look at this fee. Yes, hello? How'd you get this number? Now, where? Fine. Sorry, something just came up. We can keep going with the lesson some other time. Is it trouble? What? You worried about me? It's nothing you need to concern yourself over. Just do the dishes while I'm gone. Oh, remember to shut off the gas before you close up shop. It's nice having someone around to help at times like this. Turns out you're actually a hard worker than I thought. Keep it up. Thanks. I feel like you're actually starting to accept me a little bit.
All right.
The rest is on you.
Thank you in advance. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back.
Hey!
Oh, I can... Yeah, I'll hang out with Ryuji today. I need to open up these other areas, because again, they're gonna be useful when I do the hangouts with the twins. I love the feeling of noodles sliding. Hey, yo, pause, bro. Don't say it like that. It's just the best, man. Ramen is life. Light soup like this really gets your body going after a good run, you know? We used to come all the way out here after practice, and I guess that's all in the past. By the way, I've seen Nakaoka around a few times, but for some reason it doesn't look like he's getting along with the others. You worried about him? Yeah, kinda. I've been thinking about what he said, how the whole track team was putting up with Kamoshida's shit, and how I effed it all up for him. I think he was right. They don't even got a club room anymore, so they've been storing all their stuff behind the gym. They can't use any school gear either, so they just run laps around the block for practice. There ain't really a place for outcasts like that. I should know that better than anyone. It's good they're keeping their heads low now, though. I don't want them ending up like me. I know how you feel, man. I've actually never had curry before in general. Oh yeah, we're both outcasts here, huh? It's probably tough just walking around school for you with all them rumors and shit. We really don't belong anywhere, but you know, maybe that ain't so bad after all. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, trying to fit in is a real pain in the ass. I mean, I'd never met you guys if I wasn't an outcast, right? So, it's all good. For real though, it's been a shit ton of fun. Hanging out with you guys is so freaking cool. Ah, there we go. That's gonna be fun.
All right.
That's a good skill. I just hope there's something I can do to help those track guys. Though it'd probably mess them up if I try to butt in. Oh yeah, we still gotta find a new spot for our training. I'll think about it. No slacking off till then, okay?
See ya.
Oh, hello. I have returned. Hey there, next up is our special feature on the boy who's set to be the next Detective Prince. The original Detective Prince was Naoto Shirogane, but people are excited about this new one. My dog is a big fan of the new Detective Prince. He's a sleuth in high school and so handsome. Hey, but look at that! They mentioned Naoto. Ah, I'm glad I caught that one. Look at that, they mentioned Naoto. Let me use the toilet real quick. I feel like I'm somewhat getting close to improving my knowledge. I have no idea how far I am from improving my charm. Somewhat close to proficiency. I'm definitely close to improving my guts. Alright. How Naruto and the Ketchis. They were essentially like the brainstormers. You know? It's just that the differences was Akechi sort of exuded more like confidence, because you know how Naoto tends to usually get like flustered and such, but like those two together had like good chemistry because they did most of the figuring out together, so they kind of went hand in hand with each other. But you know, knowing the context of Persona 5 and how Akechi is, you know, he's kind of weird. He's not who he says he is, and he's hiding under a mask.
Oh.
There we go. I got my guts up. Now I can actually continue with Takemi.
All right.
I do need to get my charm up too, also for Takemi. That's for later. Yeah, for Q2, it takes
Morning.
Takes place before
The board meeting is the day after
the betrayal.
tomorrow. I wonder if Kamoshida really had a change of heart. What if we failed? That's all I've been able to think about.
We have to believe.
We did do what we could. I guess all I can do now is believe. But how strange. I feel a bit better now. Maybe it's because of your composure.
I guess it fucking sucks because I haven't gotten my last paycheck yet, and I don't know what's going on.
That's what I'll believe.
And I kind of was trying to save up for. I really was saving up because the Steam Deck was on sale, but due to like my check not coming in when it's supposed to, I kind of missed out
Hi,
on
everyone.
a great deal on a Steam Deck. I mean, I'm still gonna get it, but it's annoying that I'm not getting much communication about what's going on, you know? Bleh.
This is it.
I mean, I guess at that point I might as well just get the OLED, since that's just like the best choice. If I'm not going to, because the LCDs were the one that were on sale. There we go. Now I could actually do Takemi today. Alright, time to do a clinical trial.
Please head to the exam room.
Here you go. I made various adjustments to the previous drugs based on your trial results. Alright, drink it down in one go. It's blue this time. Blue is my favorite color. Powerful taste, both sour and bitter, overwhelms me. The smell is terrible. I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm passing out again. Your reaction to it is absolutely perfect. You feel a bit dazed, Yes, I'm mixing some special components. Okay, let's take your temperature and blood pressure. I'm going to also need to draw some blood. I also want to perform a few motor skills tests, but those might be too much for you right now. Anyway, since we're in the final stages, I should stabilize the fundamental formula. Oh, so you are here. I'm in the middle of an examination. I've told you before, officer, if you want to investigate me, you need to show me a warrant. I'm here because we received a report. I'll need to see a detailed statement of medical expenses and full medical records. I bet you didn't even have enough time to hide any incriminating documents, huh? Must be under the orders of the medical chief of staff. Here you go. Huh? This kid here is my only patient today. If you're asking for his medical expenses, I'm guessing I'm under suspicion of improper billing. But without a receipt, I'd say you've been sent on a wild goose chase. What's going on here? You're being manipulated. That report is fictitious. It's nothing but an attempt to harass me. What? Hey, you, what are you doing here? You don't seem to be sick. Are you up to something illegal? I have a bad heart. A bad heart. Stressed out about taking his entrance exams. I have some drugs that help with relaxation. So, is there anything else? As you can see, I'm pretty busy here. Fine. You're infuriating, you know that? But I expect nothing less from the plague. So over this. I agree. I think we're going to get along just fine. It's nothing to worry about. I'm sure it was my former superior who made that false report. You eavesdropped on our conversation the other day, remember? He's just trying to put pressure on me by having the police investigate me in my practice. Anyway, I need to draw some blood. There'll be some mild anemia, but only temporary. You'll be fine. It's part of our deal, remember? Yes. I like kids who listen to their superiors. Enjoy your medicine. What was I gonna? I had something I want to say, but I lost my train of thought. Damn it! It's not gonna come back to me. I'm gonna draw more blood than usual since you're healthy and all. Only kidding. Okay, please lie down. You can go home once I'm done. Damn it! What was I gonna say? I hate when I have these moments. So I remember it, and then I'm like I focus on something else for a moment, and then it completely skips my mind now. And now I just don't remember. I think I have superpowers. I like how she says, you know what, maybe I should up the doses next time. And then Brandon's just like nods his head. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and do that.
You're
All right.
back. You got time right now?
I don't think I could deepen just yet.
Next time,
I'll
then.
save here.
Let's do it.
What can I do?
Hey!
Everything's a little behind, but that's okay. I'm actually, I can clean.
Well then.
Oh.
And that could go towards, and that could actually go towards getting some points on Sojiro while also getting some points on kindness.
Sorry. That should do it for now. Hey! Well then.
Alright, we have one more day until our expulsion. Alright, what can I do today? Can I do Takemi today? No, I don't think so. Wait, who is Shibuya? Oh, hey, it's Yoshida. I'm scheduled to give a speech here tonight. If you're interested, I'd love for you to come. I want young people like yourself to hear it. Sure. I would, but I have to wait until I can actually go out. Let's go to the mall. On is not here. Who is down here? Actually. Oh, it's this is for EY. But I can't really do anything with him yet. Oh, I think that's supposed to be Ryuji in the arcade. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be Ryuji in the arcade. Yep, there he is.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Oh, I guess I can't do him yet. That's fine. Alright, I'll just have to see what else I can do. Well, I can watch a movie, actually.
Wow.
Minus,
Well.
yeah, sure.
Well then.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you want to know why I use pies? Cakes are too quick. You can't savor all the little taste sensations. You see, when forced to choose cake or pie, people show you their true taste. I am nothing like you. You're a psychopath who bakes for money.
What the fuck is going on in this movie? Everything about this movie, it's absolutely ridiculous. But the protagonist fashioned to fight for his friend. That really touched me. It's funny when you think about it, because if you think back to Reload, Makoto tried to pass off Koromaru as a plush toy, and that shit clearly didn't work. But I guess, you know, Ren is able to fit Morgana in his bag and no one just notices that a cat is in there.
Hey.
Orb needs tomorrow, right? We're gonna get a spell at Kamoshida and don't have a change of heart by then. Sure he will. He'll definitely change. It would be a real problem for us if he didn't. You're right. It's a little too early to be giving up now. I guess we're gonna find out one way or another tomorrow. We just gotta brace ourselves for all the possibilities.
I'm sorry I can't offer more reassurance, but he should have the change of heart. Let's just believe in that while we wait for tomorrow. Well then.
Shh, just gotta wait. Guess I'll take this day to clean.
Hey. Well then.
Oh.
Listen up. That should do it for now.
There we go. I got kindness up. Alright, that's good. We got 3 out of the 5 social stats at 2.
Alright.
Hey.
This is no good.
Oh, there's Mishima in the back. Oh yeah, for sure. The school clothes are pretty much gonna be ruined.
What's with the sudden morning assembly?
I bet it's about that girl that jumped the other day.
They don't have to tell us not to commit suicide.
There was that weird calling card too, so I guess the teachers are freaking out.
We're lucky that morning practice got canceled, though.
I feel like I'm gonna faint if this takes forever.
Let's begin this school-wide morning assembly. As you all know, a tragic event took place.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thankfully, we have been informed that she has pulled through, but it will take time until she recovers. Everyone here has a bright future ahead. I implore that you rethink the importance of life and... Mr. Kamoshida, what's the...
I have been reborn. That is why I will confess everything to you all.
Huh? What's wrong with Mr. Kamoshida?
What's this about?
Confess? Did the volleyball team do something?
I have repeatedly done things that were unbecoming of a teacher. Verbally abusing students, physically abusing my team, and sexually harassing female students. I am the reason why Shiho Suzui tried to kill herself.
Sexual harassment? What? Why would he say that himself?
He is
Volleyball
the
team?
worst.
Really? Physical abuse?
I thought of this school as my own castle.
Hold on, just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I get this right. I'm gonna mute the audio real quick. I just wanna be sure I get this right.
Hey, you know they got your mans.
Damn it! All right, hold up. I got the clip here, but I need to see if the volume works. I hope the volume works. Okay. All right. Let me play. All right. Let me play it now.
You know they got your mans. They got your mans on sex assault charges. Yeah, the nigga you be hanging with. The nigga you be hanging with. Oh, yeah, sex offender. And he was your mans. He was your boy. I heard you grew up with him. That's crazy, man. You ain't know what he was doing? You ain't feel bad at all? Like no guilt, none of that.
They got your mans, Kobayakawa. They got your man's. He's been caught, I'm afraid. Yeah, you are literally a sex offender. Look at him freaking out. The whole the whole school try to cover this shit up. Alright, yeah, right. I forgot for a moment.
You're right.
I caught him.
Absolutely right. I should be punished under the law and atone for my crimes. I did horrible things to Takamaki-san as well. In return for giving Suzui-san a position on the team, I tried to force her into having relations.
Disgusting.
For a position on the team?
I feel so bad
horrible.
for
So the rumors
Takamaki-san.
weren't true.
As of today, I will resign from my position as an instructor and turn myself in. Someone please call the police!
The police?
Is he for real? He's gonna get
Wow.
arrested?
This morning's assembly is over. Return to your classes immediately.
Isn't this just like what that calling card said?
Does this mean the Phantom Thieves thing was for real?
Was something done to Kamoshida?
Come on, there's no way you could steal someone's heart.
But why else would he start saying things like he'll kill himself or turn himself in?
Maybe because it almost got leaked? Don't they go easier on you if you turn yourself in?
I wonder what happened.
Who knows? But man, Kamoshida turned out to be one sick bastard.
Hey, is this for real? He's turning himself in just like that?
What's going to happen to the
makes no
voters?
sense.
How everyone's talking about it.
Return to your classrooms at once.
His heart really did change.
Seems like it. But was this really for
Well,
the best?
he's going to get a life sentence. Hopefully. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it is in Japan,
Things are
but
happening
he
way
should
too
get a
fast.
life sentence for this shit.
Huh? What the?
Takamaki-san, I'm sorry.
Huh?
We all knew, but we pretended we didn't.
Takamaki-san, I had you all wrong. I'm sorry that I spread rumors about you.
I didn't know at all. Kamoshida was forcefully pushing himself on you. It must have been so hard for you.
I'm sure there's a ton of people who want to apologize to you. We're so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, roughly.
No, it's okay.
And also, I find it crazy. It's like
Same goes for
now
me,
that
too.
they've learned about it, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry
all in
I
the past
spread all
now.
those rumors about you.
Hey, you there! Return
But it's like
to
you
class
shouldn't have
at
been spreading that
once.
shit in the first place.
Well, see you later then.
I'm just saying.
I can't apologize enough for what I did to you. I swear I'll make it up to you someday.
Looks like Kamoshida ain't the only one that had a change of heart. Man, I'm glad for you. Looks like those weird rumors are gonna go away.
My thing doesn't really matter. We made Kamoshida apologize about Shiho. That's more than enough for me.
You should hurry and tell her about it then.
Yeah.
I totally freaked out. He really did have a change of heart. And we were lucky his mind didn't get messed up either. This was an A+ job.
Does this mean that they won't have a mental shutdown even if their palace disappears? I see. So we need to persuade the shadow without killing it, and then send it back to its real self. Our targets won't undergo a cognitive collapse if we do that.
So we can get him to confess with no bad stuff? Hey, that works for me.
Do you have to be so loud?
Don't worry about it.
So, how'd it go? With Shiho, I mean.
She's regained
That's good
consciousness.
For real?
It was only for a little bit, but I got to talk to her. I was able to tell her that Kamoshida admitted to what he did. Shiho,
Don't
told
worry.
me she
Don't
was
worry
sorry.
about those game
Looks
overs.
like she found out that I was
It's a little
flirting with
tough, but we
Kamoshida for
did
her
it.
sake. And here I was, wanting to apologize to her.
Kamoshida's at fault for all this.
I know. Shiho's mom is thinking of transferring her to another school after she recovers. The whole sexual harassment and attempted suicide.
That's
people
probably
label
a
her
good
after
move.
that.
Just
Sounded like
move away.
Shiho had the same idea too.
Ah, it's gonna get lonely.
But I think it's for the best. I'm sure it'll be hard if she stays here.
She's alive. You can see her anytime.
I need to change too.
That aside, I was surprised you could hold yourself back against Kamoshida's shadow.
It wasn't like that. I just wanted Kamoshida to apologize himself.
You're so kind, Lady Ann.
No matter how much of a shitbag he was, finishing him off would have left a bad aftertaste, huh?
Huh? That's not it. I think revenge is better served if I make him repent. Realizing what he's done, he'll grovel for forgiveness the rest of his life. You know? I just believe there are fates worse than death.
Holy shit. Anyways, that's all settled. But you know, there was one more thing I was wondering about that castle. Why was Kamoshida the only one who had that metaverse thing?
It isn't necessarily limited to him. It's something anyone could have, if their heart became warped from their desires.
Anyone.
Wanna check it out?
Not right now. We better lay low for a while. People are still gonna be talking about Kamoshida. Then again, it's totally impossible for someone to find out what we did at his palace.
Yeah, about that, weird rumors about you guys are already going around. Stuff like you got together and threatened Kamoshida with something close to physical violence.
The hell?
People aren't going to easily believe that phantom thieves really exist. Calling cards being treated like it was a prank by someone who knew what Kamoshida was doing.
Makes sense. We're the ones who did it, and I still don't completely believe it myself.
Let's wait for things to settle down for the time being.
Anyways, let's check how much this metal can be sold for. It'd be better if we pawned it off ASAP. Ooh, got a hit! Wait, 30,000 yen? That's all a gold medal's worth?
Remember that time in middle school? I lent you some money.
There's no way I borrowed 30,000 yen from you.
Wouldn't it be around that much with compounded interest?
Interest my ass?
I'm not saying that I'm taking all of it. I mean, it's your fault for not paying me back all these years.
Bring this up now.
Damn it.
I agree on laying low and keeping an eye on the situation. However, you dragged me into this. It would be nonsense not to celebrate a successful mission.
I guess we could blow this dirty money on something fun.
Discussions among phantom thieves are to take place over luxurious food. How about it?
Hey, wait! Nah, I guess it's fine. There's somewhere I want to go then.
Where's that?
It's a place Shiho and I have been wanting to go for a while.
I owe money, so I can't complain. You good with that?
I'm fine by me.
I'll leave it to your discretion as well, Lady Ann.
I'll call and check the prices later then.
When should we go? Want to do it soon, like tomorrow?
Why don't we go on the last day of the holidays? It'll help energize us when school life starts up again the day after.
Then, the 5th, on Children's Day.
So, who's going to sell this?
Leave that to us. We know a store that'll buy anything, don't we?
Technically do.
Okay, I'll leave that to you guys.
That one is a fake. It's just a byproduct of his cognition. The real metal should still be in his possession.
Went on a field trip to the aquarium, but Ryuji had to spend all his money on a souvenir, so I let him some for the trade fair.
Kamoshida will never be proud of that once-in-a-lifetime gold medal ever again. Depending on how you look at it, that punishment might be even worse than death for him.
Let's save here for a moment. I kind of want to like take a moment to like talk about this because like now we are mostly through with the Kamoshida arc, and I think now with how things are currently going in the social space right now, Kamoshida's arc like hits even harder than it probably did back then in this game was 2016 in Japan, 2017 in the West. Like, I don't know how much that was like huge on people back then, but I think like especially now, considering what the story was revolving around, it hits even harder, and I think we're experiencing this like way more frequently now, especially after the apocalypse of 2020, you know. It feels like really worrying that this situation is happening more frequently with huge public figures, and then there's just people who know about it and don't choose to do something about it, or they just don't have the power or the means to fight back against it. And I think now, going back to play this game and experiencing the Kamoshida arc, like it really like puts things into like perspective, like that this is now like a huge problem. And I think this is going to continue to be a huge problem as time goes on. I think now is so prevalent that it's become a normality, which fucking sucks that something like this has to be like consistently happening with so many people, and it's happening behind the scenes with so many people who know about it. It sucks, and it's also like sickening that we just still have like so many people that are just like that. And this is also like a really personal one for me. Not that I've experienced something like this, but I've had people close to me who have experienced something similar to this. And I hold a lot of contempt and regret for myself that I didn't have the power to stop that when it happened. And it's done irreparable damage to me, but also to the person involved. And ever since then, I haven't like been able to connect with those people again because of what happened. And for the longest time, I felt like it was my fault because I didn't have the power to do anything about it. I was young. I mean, I was around the same age as the Phantom Thieves are now when those events happened, and those feelings still linger to me 7-8 years later, and I still haven't like forgiven myself about it. So going through this again, and then not only thinking about the current stuff happening now, but the current thing that's happened, like, almost related to me in my life, it makes this one, it makes everything hit much harder. And that's why I still feel so strongly about what happens here, and why I still also generally feel like this is the strongest opening to not only just Persona, but I also just think in general this is like one of the strongest openings for any RPG that I've experienced, you know. This, like, what happened here with Kamoshida just felt very, very real, and again, especially now, it's still, like, it's still relevant, you know. So I joked, I mean, obviously I joked about what happened to Kamoshida, but you know, there's still like that part of my mind where I'm just like, you know, this is still happening amongst people. This has happened to people I've known before, and the regret I feel towards not being able to do anything about it, it still, like, haunts me to this day. Like, it really feels like really impactful, and you can definitely also see why people kind of feel like after Kamoshida's arc that the narrative of P5 kind of goes down in quality, at least for them, because of how real this one felt and how impactful it is. When we get to the other palace rulers, they're not going to hit as much as this, you know. Like, I think, like, the closest I can probably say is like Futaba when we get to her, but like this is easily like the most gripping of Persona 5's narrative. Like, this, and when we get to the third semester, those are the most, like, gripping parts of P5's narrative, that it makes the whole middle section between those two kind of feel off for some people. And I get it, but I also think it's a little undermining a lot of the good stuff that P5's narrative has in that middle. Is it all consistently good? No, definitely not, and we're gonna get there eventually, but we can definitely say how this game starts is really, really, really good, and it's like one of the best written things like I've been able to experience, you know. I mean, yeah, you're right. We are kind of gonna get there. We're gonna get there with the second arc, because, like, you know, like, the situation of the second arc is also pretty serious on its own, but the other events that kind of surround it, like, you know, on having to go,
I'll just add this.
on having to pretend to go nude. Like, that obviously, like, takes the tension out of, like, the serious situation that Yusuke is gonna be in, you know? So, it's super, super understandable.
Hey!
Like, P5 gets into a lot of, like, weird situations with its tone where it didn't need to do it, but it does it, and it kind of fucks up the vibe. It really fucks up the vibe, and this happens, like, it happens in every arc, actually. does it happen with Futaba? I don't think so. I think with Futaba, it's at least like a little, it's at least like a little better. No, because yeah, it happens so frequently, and it makes you wonder, why do they keep doing that? You know, and it gets a little frustrating every time it happens.
Hey.
Like, obviously, it's supposed to be for like a plan, obviously, so we can actually like get Yusuke to help, or like
Sorry, I kind of pressured you into doing this.
try to convince him to do this so we can get through the palace. But it's that moment still feels like really like uncomfortable and unnecessary, because there could have been another way they could have done that. But you know, it happens so much with P5. Something like that.
Isn't this?
My friends would come back from practice with bruises all the time. It was scary, but I'm relieved that the abuse is finally going to end now.
He would touch me and stuff all the time. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that sexual harassment anymore.
There were always rumors, sure. Not many people believed them, though. Like, I'm totally
That's
shocked
true.
they
That
were
second
actually
arc
true.
is also kind of aligning with the whole AI thing too. It's
Things might be getting turbulent at school, but you need to just keep your head down, all right? More importantly,
Yeah.
keep those hands moving. I've got some more stuff I need you to do.
Man.
But back to the conversation, I was gonna say with like Persona 4, like it doesn't, like when Persona 4 tries to do comedy, it feels like more like normal and natural, because you know,
I'll just add this.
like P4 in general is just a light-hearted game. Like obviously, like the big thing is like the murders and such, but like it never gets to like something to that extreme that the first arc of P5 does. It really doesn't.
Make sure to do the dishes. Don't get cocky with me. Welcome.
Am I interrupting something?
Not at all.
The cause of the runaway train incident in the subway the other day still has not been found. Police are hurrying to solve the matter, as it may relate to the rise in psychotic breakdown incidents.
Oh, is that the thing everyone's been talking about?
Doesn't it make you curious? People who were living normal lives suddenly went mad or deranged out of the blue. Not to mention that it's happening one after another. Could they really be coincidental?
Leaving that aside, what do you have?
I'll have the house blend, please. Are you a part-timer? I'm surprised this place can afford one.
No, not exactly.
Are you a high school student? Where do you attend?
Shujin Academy.
Oh, someone I know goes there as well. I've heard that things are rough right now. A teacher named Kamoshida confessed his crimes like he was a completely different person, supposedly. And it happened all of a sudden one day. Can a person's mental state change so easily? Is my drink ready yet?
Coming right up.
All right, Today's the day we turn in that medal for Cat. You know
All
someplace.
right, but back to the conversation about Persona 4. My problem with Persona 4 is what you just mentioned, the unfortunate circumstances of the homophobic jokes, because in hindsight it wouldn't be as bad if they had kept Yosuke to be the gay route, you know? Like, everything would have made so much sense if they just kept Yosuke as, like, the gay route. And, like, it would have made sense, like, oh, you know, he was just projecting on himself. You know, he was trying to hide his positive feelings about Narukami and the fact that he's also gay, all that stuff. That would have made sense. But, unfortunately, that wasn't the case, you know? And because that wasn't the case, it makes Yosuke look worse when he responds to Kanji existing, basically. Hey. So that's the crappy situation Persona 4 puts himself in for cutting that. And then to also add on to that, with Persona 4 being a very lighthearted game overall, you know, it has a huge focus on being comedic and very funny, you know? It has a lot of more opportunity to have a lot of jokey and lighthearted segments. And the problem is, not a lot of it hits. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't hit all the time. So, like, you want to know what, like, one joke about Persona 4, and I'm talking about the entirety of Persona 4's lifespan, like, even in the spin-off. The one joke that I always think is very funny is Mystery Food X. I think Mystery Food X is a good running gag, you know? Just the fact that all the girls, besides Naoto, are just such awful cooks that they create the most disgusting concoction that can not only kill a normal human, but can also kill shadows, is, like, very funny to me. Like, I actually think that's, like, the one gag of Persona 4 that's, like, consistently funny. But, like, something that doesn't work in general for me is it comes down to like Teddy. I really do not like Teddy at all. Like, Teddy gets a lot of uncomfortable moments with how he acts towards like the female characters, where I'm just like, I don't like you being around. I want to rip you apart and throw you in the garbage.
Well,
like,
come on, let's open it up.
And the one that comes to mind instantly.
Incredible though. Miles ahead of the one
The one that comes to mind instantly in Persona 4 Golden is when
great idea.
It's when Narukami gets the news that Nanako is waking up from her coma and she's gonna be admitted out of the hospital, and then, you know, Rise and Teddy are crying on each other's arms, and then Teddy like takes the time to cop a feel on Rise, and I'm just like, you know, and I'm just like, oh god. And like you said, it gets worse. It's especially worse in Persona Q. Like, it's really bad in Persona Q. Like, it's frustratingly annoying in Persona Q. And I don't like it. And then I honestly don't like the bathhouse stuff. That sucks too. I mean, the bathhouse scenes in any Persona game is never really great. I mean, in Persona 3, it kind of gets a tiny little giggle out of me, just because of like the cast itself. But like with Persona 4, both times, I think it's like super unfunny with it, and like but in general, a lot of times when Persona 4 tries to do comedy, it doesn't really hit most of the time. Funnily enough, when I think this game does comedy, I think it can hit most of the time.
I don't know.
But the times when this game doesn't hit with comedy is when it's like combined with being offensive.
I wonder if we helped those people.
Because you know that scene in the Kamoshida Arc where we go to the red light district and then we meet those two queer characters, and like trying to do comedy like that's off. That is super duper offensive.
That's pretty amazing.
Omega offensive. It was so offensive that they had to completely change it for Royal, for it to be less offensive, but it didn't really work out too well anyways. It still came off as like very offensive and insensitive. Like, it feels even more like that now with P5. Yeah, even that, it's just they've been doing this since Persona 3, because obviously the whole transphobia thing at the beach, which they completely changed in Reload to just a woman that's like a complete scam artist.
What do you think we're gonna be?
So like they at least now we're in like a time frame and culture where like we know what's not acceptable to do, and like we can make things better.
I could go for some Wagyu beef,
but like
it better be grade A.
It was
I'm surely
it was bad, but it felt great to play Persona 3 and they weren't like super duper weird. That felt good. But like now that I'm going back to this game, I have to re-experience those offensive scenes again. And this is where I think this is actually where I think it's at its most offensive.
Of course it's good. This is a famous hotel after all. Oh yeah, I heard that the police are coming.
And I think what happens in this game does deserve like a lot of the flack it gets, because it's super unflattering and super offensive. So I hope from later on,
some of them actually seem grateful.
We won't have to deal with that again.
The Phantom.
I think they actually have gotten. I think they've actually gotten better at this. Like after Royal, we didn't have anything crazy like in P5 Strikers or P5 Tactica, and then they omitted the transphobia stuff in Reload completely. So I think at least now we don't gotta worry about that kind of stuff again, and I hope it stays that way. Because it's
totally right. We only got an hour.
Yeah, it was it's really bad. Really bad. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but like it was just especially bad, and it's especially bad in this game.
Look after our stuff. We'll snag something for you guys too. Don't worry.
Oh man. God,
hey yo, pause.
Seriously? Only meat?
Now, where should I start?
And she's all about
Ryuji has so much meat, he actually would be great friends with Chie.
Hey, calories.
Shut up! one of these costs? I'll never get the chance to do this again. The Wilton Hotel Cake Buffet.
Damn, I kind of want to go out and get something to eat after this. I'm hungry.
And where's our share?
I didn't really know what you'd want, so I just grabbed you some beans.
Beans?
There were some pretty bizarre things there too, so we got you a variety of those. Fried bananas, preserved eggs, and some kind of beans.
I've never had fried bananas before.
We put so much on the plate that it got all mixed up. But it should probably still taste good.
This is just plain grotesque. Let's go. These two just don't know what fine dining means. We'll show them.
Leave it to me.
That's reassuring. You guys watch our things while we're gone. Wait patiently for our return.
Oh, it's like immediate.
Bro, why did he say? Yo.
Oh, this part's cream
Alright,
cheese.
okay. Alright.
They're not even listening.
Right.
As I'd expect from the buffet at a top-class hotel, the ingredients and variety of dishes are crazy good. There's a reason it costs 8,000 yen. They have a lot here, but fish should come first. Let's fill our plate with all sorts of fish. Which table do you think they're at?
Alright, you want fish. Rice. Giant dessert. Fish.
Ooh, look!
Wow, the
There's
cat wants fish.
I'd prefer it raw, but grilled is great too.
Have you heard, my dear? The news about that Kamoshida fellow was absolutely dreadful. Oh, right. That teacher at Shujin Academy.
I also
doing
love
such
rice.
indecent acts. Shameful, really.
Hold on a sec.
And they still haven't managed to solve those horrible psychotic breakdown episodes, have they? Oh, I wish they wouldn't let themselves be distracted by such a tawdry scandal. Perhaps it's a sign of how peaceful this country is. I honestly pity those poor Shujin students, though.
It sounds like the Kamoshida incident is the talk of the town. Shoot, they noticed you. Just grab some food and act natural. On the plus side, we'll get to eat the food later.
Yeah. I love me some fish.
How did a child like this end
I
up
actually
in
love
here?
fish
I
being
certainly hope
grilled.
you didn't bring friends. I prefer my meals to remain hooligan-free. Thank you very much. Come, let us go.
What's so bad about kids coming to enjoy a buffet? I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news. Let's get some more food and listen in. Maybe there are more people we can eavesdrop on at other tables.
I like how he doesn't want any salad.
Oh, up close it looks even bigger and more delicious. This giant sweet...
Their salmon is pretty good.
I got distracted.
News travels quick. It's already all over the internet. You know, the story about how Kamoshida got his ass kicked by some world-reforming heroes.
It doesn't sound like a serious story to me. Some of the details are pretty far-fetched.
Don't worry about it. We just have to do what they tell us to do. It's all rumors made up by school kids anyway. If it's gripping news, who cares if it's not true?
So they don't believe themselves, but they're making up stories to make the phantom
Honestly,
thieves
that
seem real.
that kind of
They're doing this in front of the
pretty
actual
relatable.
phantom thieves. Whoa, act fast and get some food, and make sure it's got a lot of whipped cream.
People just
What's wrong?
Nothing.
people
I thought
just
some weird
want
kid
to
was looking
hear
at us, that's
juicy
all.
stuff.
Why don't we go? It's
No
almost
matter
time
how
for a
much
meeting.
misinformation it is.
Well, that was rude. Did you hear him? He said you were
I am
weird.
low-key weird, I'm gonna be honest. I am a weird fellow in general.
Meat! I'm no Ryuji, but a meal is just not the same if you don't have any. I got distracted.
When you really look at it, he's just an ex-athlete who overestimated himself. He should have just accepted his lot in life and quietly done his job as a teacher.
It's not even an incident we can take seriously. The whole story is pretty ridiculous. We should probably look into it. but we can also just let the low-ranking scrubs handle it.
Look into? I guess they're investigating Kamoshida? They don't sound very enthusiastic about it, though. Gah! Grab some food! Get the part that's not too fatty.
He's gonna be arriving soon. We don't want to keep him waiting, so we better get going too.
What is he going to discuss with the higher-ups? Well, I'm sure it's more important than lunch.
Damn,
They were
that
dressed
Felicia
quite
figure
well,
is
but
kinda
they
good.
still
I
looked
kinda
pretty
want it.
shady to me.
Oh no, wait. Oh wait, hold up. I'm gonna post this
I
in
wonder
Fighting
how the
Game
other
chat.
people here are reacting to the news.
I might have to
Let's
in
get
the
some more
future. I
food
might
and
have to
listen
make a very irresponsible purchase. I'm afraid. I might have to lock in and get this in the future. Whew. That's a good figure. And now I need rice.
Rice is incredible! It's the cornerstone of every great meal! Sorry, I got a bit carried away there.
So the ratings for the news were really that good? It was because it was about that teacher who sexually harassed his student, huh? Was it Kamoshida?
It's all about how you frame it. You've got to cater to the idiotic public. Ratings go up when you show them crude, sensational news and make it easy for them
That
to
is true.
understand.
How can he be so insensitive? A student almost
That is
killed herself
unfortunately
because
true.
of that Kamoshida.
By the way, do you think these sudden changes of heart
Yeah,
might
that's
be
yeah,
real?
that's the figure. It's not as
Quick,
Felicia.
grab some food! Oh, and don't forget the
It's,
crispy bits.
it's pretty good.
So, because he had a sudden change of heart, he just confessed to all his crimes?
Who knows? Sorry, but it's time. I have to go. I'll call you again after the meeting.
A sudden change of heart, huh? I suppose I can't blame him for seeing it that way. Don't think there's anyone else we can listen in on, but it's shocking. So many of the adults here don't
Yeah,
seem
they
like
kind
nice
of yeah,
people.
they're kind of assholes.
Now, according to what we heard, it seems most adults aren't very interested in the news about Kamoshida. Well, now that we've got a nice variety of food on our plates, let's head back to the others.
Yeah. Yeah.
You brought a ton back.
You know, they're not
About coming up against
if
such
I find it
rich food.
concerning that they're not bothered by
It's cute hearing that from someone like you. It just don't get
a
too
PDF
excited. Got it?
file.
You're the last person I want giving advice about that, Ryuji.
Don't you think you're eating too much, Mona?
There's no knowing when we'll get to come here again.
Sure, but you guys brought back loads of food. It'd be a shame to let it all go to waste. Why don't you help them out, Ryuji?
Oh, we should both help.
Oh, me? I'm way too stuffed. I couldn't possibly help.
Yeah, stuffing your face with cake. Whatever, let's deal with this ourselves.
So
There's
much
still
food.
more.
Don't give up. Let's keep at it.
We did it.
My belt feels multiple sizes too small.
Oh yeah.
This is a victory.
For all of us.
Is this a game to you?
Not exactly.
Good job, you guys. How about one last dish to cleanse
On,
your palates?
please.
I recommend the seasonal tart. The grapefruit has both alluring sweetness and a tangy sourness.
I'm gonna leave that to you,
I don't wanna
little
hear about
sis.
sour stuff. This isn't good. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, me too. Please, carry me gently.
My, look at that table.
Come now, pay them no attention. I'm sure they must not normally have the chance to eat such exquisite food.
I can only imagine what their parents must be like.
What was that? We don't got time for that. Come on, let's go.
I'm I'm stuffed.
Really?
I totally
People were
panicked
that
when I
bothered
saw
by
the
name
closed for cleaning
pronunciation
sign at the bathrooms.
in the vanilla release?
You were talking big about eating
That's
until
weird.
you puked, but you really did puke. Are you some kind of moron?
Hey, same goes for you. What floor was that restaurant on?
We came up to get here, so it has to be on a lower floor, right?
Hey.
What the?
There's still no update on the case.
Not yet. Excuse me, but why are you so involved? It's not something you should be concerned with.
I don't care about your opinion, you
That's
incompetent
strange.
buffoon. When I say pick up the pace, you do it.
Hey, you're cutting in line.
What do you want?
Apologize to Ryuji.
We're in a hurry.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare?
What?
Sir, we don't have time for this.
I know.
Damn, yo!
Don't bother with him.
Alright, he kind of just put his hands on Ryuji. That's like unprovoked too.
Shouldn't we head back down?
Yeah, but that dick really pissed me off. He wasn't even hiding the fact that he looks down on everyone.
Don't lose your temper over this.
I just can't forgive shitty adults like that. What's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded.
You not feeling good?
He almost never eats well after all. Plus, I'm always stuck eating canned cat food.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
syrup bullshit makes me sick.
Yeah. I think that's kind of like the big blunder.
you
I
so
think that's
long?
one of the bigger blunders of
all
P5.
Sorry. I had a run-in with some woman a second ago. She bumped into me, but then said it was all my fault when she dropped her plate.
Sounds like a real bitch.
Yeah. Thanks, though. But the restaurant workers all looked at me with this disapproving expression. I wonder if we're out of place here.
It always feels like this.
Hey, Morgana.
What is it?
Anyone could have a palace, yeah?
Anyone with a strong, distorted desire.
Same for them having a change of heart if their treasure gets stolen?
That would be the case.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
We had trouble earlier, too. These selfish shitheads who just look down on everyone else. I was just wondering if we'd be able to change those kinds of people, too.
You mean, you want to continue as the Phantom Thieves?
I've been thinking. We put a lot of work into changing Kamoshida's heart, but nobody believes in the Phantom Thieves. Plus, those guys who had no other choice but to just deal with it are thanking us. Us, of all people.
There are a lot of victims.
I agree. If we ignore people who are in trouble, I'd go back to being the same as I was before.
Well, that's true. You're under my tutelage. There's nothing we can't accomplish as Phantom Thieves.
Shouldn't we be able to help him out?
I didn't even think of such a possibility, but it's true that with this power, we may be able to help people.
But that means we'll have to fight shadows again, doesn't it?
Indeed. That can't be avoided.
I'm sure we'll manage. Right?
If you're up for it.
Even if you guys are still just fledglings, this means we're an actual organization now.
Fledglings? That's
Yeah,
actually
not
pretty
only
fitting for us.
Akechi, but the other character that we'll meet
All right, it's
eventually.
settled. We're gonna catch
Who is
all
not
these
really
shitty
like a
adults by surprise
villain,
and make
but
ourselves
like
known
he
to
is
the
a
world.
huge antagonist.
Are you okay being our leader?
Of course, I can be a leader.
No objections here. I can't handle all that responsibility stuff.
Where's my say in this? But Lady An made the recommendation, so I'll allow it.
Well, should we decide on a name for our group? Yeah, I just went with Phantom Thieves of Hearts last time, but don't you think a real name would be cooler?
Ooh, I've got it. I want it to be something both cute and luxurious sounding. Let me see. How about the Diamonds?
I'm getting the real Little League baseball feel from it.
Well then, here's my suggestion. How about Tilefish Poêlée?
What?
That's what I ate earlier. It's commemorative, no?
Oh no, you idiot! You decide for us.
Uh, I might be able to fit this. I don't know. It just kind of came to me. We are the Persona 5.
Huh, that's not bad at all.
A good name. For a rookie.
The Persona 5. We going with that? Yep, that's okay.
Well, now that the name's set,
Even though we're gonna have more than 5 members, we're still the Persona
Why
5.
not just stick to targeting big names?
Like a celebrity?
Yeah, something along those lines. If we go after some bigwig, it's gotta get on the news, right? Don't you think more people would believe in us if we did that?
That's not a bad idea. For you, Ryuji.
true. If we become better known, we might be able to give courage to a lot
Sonic
more people.
Heroes was actually gonna be the other
I
one.
don't really like the idea
That
of
one,
just
that
picking
one would
someone
have
out of
hit,
the
but
blue, though.
the Persona 5
Let's narrow
just
it
kind
down
of
to
just
someone we can all agree
came
on
to
then.
me first. I was like, okay.
So we need a big wig we decide on unanimously.
I like that unanimous decision part. It's like we're making some kind of pact.
That unanimous decision thing is gonna
This is
come
the
into
official
play
formation
very,
of the
very,
Phantom
very, very,
Thieves
very, very,
organization.
very later.
Oh no! Our time for the buffet ran out.
I guess we'll just have to talk more tomorrow.
Another world in which people's distorted cognitions take shape? Stealing treasure to change hearts? And on top of that, a talking cat told you all
Yep.
this.
It's all true.
Honestly speaking, that all sounds absurd. It's hard to believe that this is even worth listening to. Still, it can't be considered nonsense when parts of it align with Kamoshida's confession. The same goes for the testimonies of the officers who arrested you. But so be it. At any rate, you mentioned something more important. These two other accomplices, besides this talking cat thing that appeared in your story. From what you've been telling me, they're students at the same school, aren't they?
I'm not gonna say nothing about that.
Very well, I'll leave it at that. Let's continue on. The questioning's not over anyway. If you are making this up, the cracks in your story will prove it. The next to receive a calling card was this individual, a master of Japanese arts, Ichiryusai Madarame. It's even more incomprehensible than Kamoshida as to why this man was targeted. Where did you come to know him? And how did you learn of his crimes when you weren't a victim of them? Start by telling me what you all
You're making it
schemed.
sound like we intentionally went after bro. It's okay. I still have a lot of money left. Ah, the Thieves' Den. I'll do that another time. Oh, yes. This is one of my favorite things they added for Royal, where they started taking pictures with each other. Man, I fucking love it. I love the pictures here. These are one of my favorite additions to Royal. It's so cool that now they just started taking pictures of all their social events. I think this is a good place to start. We are essentially at the beginning of the second arc of the game. So, the next time I play, that's actually when we're actually gonna start Mementos. So now I'm actually gonna go and eat some dinner while I'm at it.